Have you ever met someone and felt like you've known them forever, even though you just met? Or maybe you've crossed paths with a stranger who changed the course of your life without even knowing it. According to Buddhist wisdom, these encounters are not random. In fact, there are no coincidences when it comes to the people we meet. Every relationship, whether brief or long-lasting, pleasant or painful, carries a deeper spiritual meaning. The Buddha taught that life is a web of interconnected causes and effects, and that includes the people who enter our lives. From a Buddhist perspective, each connection is a karmic thread woven into the fabric of your soul's journey. These people don't appear by chance. They are mirrors, messengers, and sometimes even spiritual tests. That best friend who always understands you, perhaps a soul you've known through many lifetimes. The person who hurt you deeply, maybe a karmic teacher sent to help you break patterns and awaken. When you shift your view and start asking, why is this person in my life, instead of, why is this happening to me, you open the door to profound self-discovery. What if every connection you've ever had, even the ones that broke you, were actually guiding you toward healing, awakening, and growth? Maybe, just maybe, you've never truly met anyone by accident. What if the relationships in your life are not just experiences, but reflections of your own inner world? In Buddhism, relationships are deeply tied to the law of karma, the invisible threads that link our past actions to present realities. Every person you connect with is part of a karmic unfolding. Some bonds feel instantly comforting, as if your souls have danced together before. Others feel heavy, even painful, stirring emotions that seem far bigger than the moment itself. These aren't random. They're karmic echoes, reverberations from choices made in this life, or perhaps even in lifetimes past. Relationships act as mirrors, not just of who you are, but of who you've been and who you're becoming. That friend who brings you peace, they reflect the calm you've nurtured within. The partner who triggers your deepest wounds, they shine a light on the shadows you've yet to heal. Through Buddhist eyes, relationships are sacred opportunities, not to fix others, but to understand ourselves more clearly. Karma isn't punishment. It's a teacher. And people are the lessons dressed in human form. So instead of resisting the emotions relationships stir in you, observe them. Learn from them. Because in every bond, whether comforting or chaotic, karma is inviting you to awaken. Every person you meet holds up a mirror, not to the world around you, but to the world within you. In the teachings of the Buddha, this mirror is not always comforting. Sometimes it reflects your kindness and patience. Other times it exposes your anger, your fear, your deep desire to control or to be loved. A supportive friend might awaken your capacity for compassion. A difficult coworker may test the limits of your patience. Even a stranger's brief smile on a hard day can gently remind you that connection exists everywhere, that you are never truly alone. From a Buddhist view, these moments are not small. They are gateways. Each relationship is an invitation to look deeper, to ask, what part of me is being revealed right now? When someone hurts you, the pain you feel is not just about them, it is about what inside you is still wounded. When someone loves you and you struggle to receive it, perhaps you are being shown where you've forgotten your own worth. The beauty of this mirror is that it is never cruel, only honest. Through others, you come to see yourself clearly, not to judge, but to understand, to heal, to grow. And the more conscious you become in each interaction, the more you realize every person is a teacher, and every moment a chance to awaken. What if, instead of judging your relationships, you approach them with curiosity? Not, why is this person treating me this way? but what is life trying to teach me through them? This simple shift in perspective transforms pain into purpose and resistance into awakening. In Buddhist thought, judgment keeps us trapped. It labels others as good or bad, right or wrong, safe or threatening. But curiosity opens the heart. It allows us to observe rather than react, to explore rather than condemn. And through this, we begin to see clearly. A person who challenges you is not your enemy. They are your mirror, your lesson, your invitation. Curiosity asks, what wound in me is being touched right now? What belief is being tested? What truth is being revealed? When you stop judging the people in your life and start listening to the emotions they awaken within you, everything begins to change. The tension becomes a teacher. The conflict becomes a classroom. The silence becomes sacred. You don't have to like every relationship. You don't have to stay in all of them. But what if you honored them anyway? What if every interaction, joyful or painful, was treated as a sacred message from the universe, designed not to hurt you, but to open you? Curiosity is the beginning of compassion, and compassion is the beginning of liberation. What if, instead of judging your relationships, you approach them with curiosity? Not why is this person treating me this way, but what is life trying to teach me through them? This simple shift in perspective transforms pain into purpose and resistance into awakening. In Buddhist thought, judgment keeps us trapped. It labels others as good or bad, right or wrong, safe or threatening. But curiosity opens the heart. It allows us to observe rather than react, to explore rather than condemn. And through this, we begin to see clearly. A person who challenges you is not your enemy. They are your mirror, your lesson, your invitation. Curiosity asks, what wound in me is being touched right now? What belief is being tested? What truth is being revealed? When you stop judging the people in your life and start listening to the emotions they awaken within you, everything begins to change. The tension becomes a teacher. The conflict becomes a classroom. The silence becomes sacred. You don't have to like every relationship. You don't have to stay in all of them. But what if you honored them anyway? What if every interaction, joyful or painful, was treated as a sacred message from the universe, designed not to hurt you but to open you? Curiosity is the beginning of compassion. And compassion is the beginning of liberation. Some of the people who cause you the deepest pain are the ones guiding you toward your greatest awakening. It may not feel like it. It may feel like betrayal, heartbreak, abandonment. But in the language of the soul, pain is often a louder teacher than peace. In Buddhism, even the most difficult relationships are seen as spiritual catalysts. Like the lotus that blooms only in muddy waters, your growth often begins in the darkest places. The person who hurt you, the one who pushed you to your limits, they might be the very soul sent to crack open your armor and expose the parts of you still longing to heal. These aren't punishments, they're initiations. A toxic relationship might teach you how to set boundaries. A controlling partner may help you find your voice. A friend's betrayal could awaken your sense of self-worth. None of it is wasted, not even the tears. Because suffering, when embraced with mindfulness, becomes sacred. It strips away illusion. It burns through ego. It reveals what truly matters. So instead of asking, why did this happen to me? Ask, what is this pain asking me to release? Beneath every wound lies a doorway. And sometimes, it is only through heartbreak that the heart is finally opened. Nothing, and no one, stays forever. It's a truth we all know, yet struggle to accept. In Buddhism, this is called anicca, the law of impermanence. Everything in life is in a constant state of change. And that includes our relationships. People come, people go. Some drift away gently. Others leave suddenly, painfully, without explanation. And yet, every connection has its own natural lifespan. Like the changing of seasons, or the passing of a breeze. Clinging to permanence, trying to hold on to something that was never meant to last forever, is what brings suffering. We mourn the loss of what was, instead of honoring the beauty of what was shared. Letting go doesn't mean you didn't care. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means accepting the sacred truth that even the most meaningful relationships are temporary guests in your life's journey. Some souls are here to walk with you for decades. Others arrive only for a moment, to show you something, to shift something within you, and then to move on. When you understand this, you begin to love without attachment and grieve without despair. You hold others with open hands, not clenched fists. You stop asking, "How do I keep this?" and start asking, "How can I cherish this while it's here?" Impermanence is not a loss. It is a teacher in disguise. So how do we walk through relationships with wisdom, instead of being pulled around by emotion? Buddhism doesn't just explain the nature of connection. It offers a path for living it with clarity, compassion, and mindfulness. First, cultivate loving kindness, metta. This means wishing well to others, not because they deserve it, but because you choose peace over pain. Even when someone hurts you, silently offering them peace dissolves resentment and opens space for healing. Second, practice mindfulness in every interaction. Be fully present. Listen deeply. Speak not to react, but to respond from a calm, centered place. Relationships suffer not because of what is said, but because of what is said unconsciously. Third, embrace forgiveness, not for them, but for you. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. Forgiveness frees you. It's a sacred act of letting go, of unburdening the heart. Fourth, show yourself compassion. You won't always get it right. You'll react. You'll say the wrong thing. You'll fall into old patterns. That's okay. Growth is messy. What matters is the intention behind each step and the kindness you extend to yourself along the way. Relationships are not perfect. They are practice. And every moment is a chance to return, to love, to presence, to the path. When you bring the Dharma into your daily connections, even the smallest moment becomes holy. What if gratitude was the secret key to transforming every relationship, even the painful ones? In Buddhism, gratitude is not just a feeling. It is a practice, a way of seeing the world, a way of honoring life exactly as it is. When you look at the people in your life through the eyes of gratitude, something shifts. You stop asking, "What can I get from this person?" and begin asking, "What has this person already given me, even through difficulty?" The friend who supported you through your darkest time. The stranger who smiled at you when you felt invisible. The partner who broke your heart, but taught you how to find your own strength. Each of them, a teacher in disguise. Each of them, a blessing wearing the clothes of joy, or sorrow, or silence. Even the relationships that end in pain carry hidden gifts. They show you your boundaries. They awaken your self-worth. They teach you what love is and what it's not. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring your wounds. It means choosing to honor the growth that came through them. And when you practice gratitude consistently, your heart softens. Compassion flows more freely. Patience deepens, and you begin to love, not out of need, but from fullness. Because in the end, every soul you meet is helping you come home to yourself. And that is always worth being thankful for. In the grand tapestry of your life, no thread is ever wasted, and no soul appears by accident. Every smile, every tear, every encounter is a part of your awakening. Some people come to walk beside you for years. Others appear only for a fleeting moment, but each one leaves a mark, a lesson, a mirror, a doorway. They challenge you, they hold you, they break you open, and if you're willing, they help you remember who you truly are. The Buddha never promised that relationships would be easy, but he did offer a path through them, a path paved with mindfulness, compassion, and deep inner clarity. A path where you learn to love without clinging, forgive without forgetting yourself, and let go without losing your center. So as you move through your life, may you see each person as a teacher. May you greet each moment with curiosity, not judgment. And may you walk through joy and pain alike with the quiet knowing that everything is guiding you home. No meeting is random. No connection is meaningless. You are exactly where you need to be. And those who find you on this path, they too are walking you closer to the light.